If there is someone in your life who is passive aggressive, they're demeaning, they're belittling, they just pick on you and you feel bullied, it's so that you can find your voice. It's actually a gift. So, someone who is passive aggressive feeds off of control, and they need people in their environment that they can essentially control. And this question got brought up by a friend of mine. She said, Ross, what do I do about a passive aggressive situation at work? So someone that actually is lower on the food chain than her is doing all the things. She's picking on her, she's treating her bad, she's saying nasty things, she's going over her head, trying to get her in trouble with her superior, and it's just like, what gives? So this woman is very controlling. Other people in the work environment are feeling it as well. A lot of times this is coming from a subconscious behavior. Doesn't mean it's right, doesn't mean it's okay. But for you to understand what's going on, it is about control. And there are 3 types of communication. One is passive. So these people love people that are passive. That means you just get steamrolled. You would rather avoid conflict, you will let them demean you, that you will let them pick on you, and you will just keep going with the flow. The other is aggressive. This is kind of the person that's passive aggressive. It's my way or the highway. You have to see things the way I see, do what I want you to do, and stay in your place. Now, this comes into your life so you can find your voice. It's one thing to just say, oh, well, I understand that this person is acting this way. It's not making me feel good. I don't have to feel bad just because they're doing this. That's the first step. It's awareness. You're aware that this person is not treating you right. But you can't just keep letting them do that and not speak your voice, because eventually you're just going to build all this energy, and one day you're going to be like, ah! And you're going to have this like knee-jerk reaction. And maybe that's happened to you in the past. I know that's happened to me before I was able to actually find my voice and communicate. So with finding your voice, you have to speak up for how you feel and find this level of assertive communication. So what that means, with my friend that asked me this question, she said, for example, this person would go above her superior and tell her that she asked for something that she needed for her job. And my friend is just like, why would she even do that? And then her boss is coming to her, asking her questions that never needed to happen, but this person is just trying to assert the control so they can feel validated, loved, whatever, all that mumbo jumbo, right? But basically it comes down to they needed to control, and then she's just like, why is this even happening? So instead of just being passive about it, she can go up to the woman and say, hey, I understand that after asking you for this thing that I need to do my job, you went and talked to old boy above me and said, hey, I need to know if I can ask you something that I need for the job, if you can just get it for me. Is there anything else we need to discuss, or can you help me do my job by doing yours? So you also, it's firm, and this is what's called assertive communication. So you are showing your assertion, you are saying what you want, but you're also doing it in a way where you guys can have a dialogue. Now, when you do find your voice and you first step up, there is going to be some kickback. So they might snap back at you a little bit, they might not like it, it might make them feel uncomfortable. But in most situations, especially in a work situation, like after you do this a few times, it's gonna start to level out. So we got some dogs. So after you do this a few times, it's gonna start to level out. So what that means is they're gonna be like, oh crap, like, and they're gonna start respecting you. They're gonna understand that they can't torment you, they can't play with you like that anymore. So they're gonna go focus on the other people that you can. But also, when you stand up to this person, the people that are around you, if they see you doing it, they're gonna start doing the same. So it kind of has this chain reaction effect. And then finally, one other thing that could happen, especially if this is like, you know, with relationships like outside of work, whether it's a significant other, there is also something called narcissism. And so this is someone that just absolutely has to control the situation no matter what and feel in power. And so when you start to open up your voice to this type of person, things get ugly. They turn into something you haven't seen, deep wounds come out, they can't handle it, and so sometimes that can get really bad. So sometimes the best thing to do is use your voice, but in a way, again, assertive, and then withdraw yourself from the situation. So if you start to say how you feel, and then you see someone has this like crazy reaction, that's probably a big sign that this isn't a healthy thing for you to be in. But overall, it's all about control, and it's all about the giftedness as you standing up for yourself and finding your voice. So really, it's like, thank you to that person. And that's how life works. Like, even though, especially in the moment, it's like, it's frustrating, it's uncomfortable, but then when you start to actually say how you feel, it's gonna feel so good. And you start there and like literally celebrate the first time you actually do that, because that's how it works, right? Instead of just saying, okay, well, I have to be a perfect communicator. It's like, no, after you stand up for yourself the first time, get excited about it. And then eventually you'll do it again and again and again and again and again, and it becomes a new default. Anyway, I hope this helps you. Thank you so much for watching. If there's any other questions you guys have, I would love to answer them. Feel free to pop them in the comments. Leave a comment, let me know what you thought. Hit the like button if you want. Help me kind of get these videos out, and subscribe if you want to see more. Thank you so much. Have a great day, and I'll see you guys in the next one.